My name is Jacqueline Parks and I'm the Professor of Applied Mental Health at the University of Northampton. I'm also the Chair of the Lutterworth Share and Care Group, and that's a group for people living with dementia and their carers in the Lutterworth area.
Hi, I'm Molly. I'm a volunteer for the Lutterworth Share and Care Group. It's a group that meets for those who are unpaid carers, family members normally, and their loved ones, and they meet together to have social interaction and to make friends with each other.
The reason why we started Lutterworth Share and Care Group is because we worked out that there was quite a few people in Lutterworth who didn't really seem to be connecting into services. And also I live in Lutterworth and I'm quite community involved. I'm a bit of a community champion, involved in Rotary groups and part of the local Methodist Church. And we were looking at ways to support the community. Lutterworth Share and Care Group, we take people with mild to moderate dementia. So people could be newly diagnosed. They have to really be mobile, obviously, to get to our venues. They don't have to have a carer. We do take people on their own with a diagnosis. We also we provide activities for those people so that they interact, so that they can keep their confidence in the skills that they have. We have a range of activities, and they are for the person with dementia predominantly, but also together with their carer, so they learn about the condition together.
My name is David Stevens. I volunteer at Citizens Advice Hinckley and provide information and advice to clients of the area who drop in on our open days, which is Monday and Thursday each week. One of my neighbours was involved in a local fundraising activity which raised money for local causes, and I got involved with that for a few years. It's very often, one issue does lead to a number of other issues. Somebody loses their job, they get into debt, you've got rent arrears, which may lead to eviction. So it's one of the skills is to actually dig deeper to see what the real issues are, and very often the presenting issue, the issue that the client comes in with, is not necessarily the main problem that they may have to overcome. So that's what I do at Citizens Advice.
Hi, I'm Ramnik Patel. I am a local community worker, a carer and a volunteer. I run a local luncheon club for the elderly Asians in Oadby. I see that these elderly people have a need as well in terms of their mental being, their physical being, etc. So that again, I thought that, right, let's start something, because I see this in Belgrave Neighborhood Centre. They have this thing where there's so many people coming there all the time on a daily basis, and we got nothing equivalent here. A lot of people here don't have any facilities, don't have anywhere to go out for the meals, etc. So I thought, right, let's start with one day initially, and then gradually see how things move on, and hopefully we'll move on to bigger and better things in the long term. Basically, what we do is when we come we set up everything here generally for all our members who's going to be coming this week, and then we have some yoga activities, which is very light exercises, so this helps them mentally as well as physically, so that's like exercising for them. And then what we have is we have bhajans, satsang for the ladies, so again that's part of socializing. That's what actually they enjoy doing, so they're all there singing, chanting, enjoying themselves. Then what we have is we have men, sometimes they want to play cards. We're going to start introducing some board games, etc. as well later on, and then after that we have a full vegetarian meal for everyone, so everyone has a full meal, enjoy themselves, and then we obviously clear up and then everyone goes back home.
Well, I think it's putting something back into your community. Being dementia trained and actually having worked in the place in Warwickshire years ago, then I'm well aware of actually you wanting to give something back. And it might be maybe you're not able to help your next door neighbours, perhaps they're out at work. So in volunteering, it's actually you doing something really nice. It's not seen, it might be dirty, it might be messy, but hey ho, aren't we all part of a bigger society? Because in this country, if you took all the volunteers away, this is what the country would do. It would implode on itself.
Being employed gives you a certain worth. And that probably goes away or disappears when you retire, when you lose your job. Volunteering does bring that back, and I think that's very important. You do hear about people feeling as though they are, once they haven't a job, or certainly when they retire, they become invisible because they're not playing a part in the economic prosperity of your area, and that's one thing I think is probably not necessarily appreciated when you do volunteer. So it's a two-way street, and as I say, I think the benefits are very important and they're very valuable.
Community is essentially an extension of your own family, really. So naturally, everyone wants to help their own family. So I see no reason why people really can't come out and help their community. Now, if you help the community, you need to make them feel that they are wanted, and there are people who are there to hold their hand if and when required. Community generally, if they're happy in their own mind, and if they feel that they're looked after, their needs are addressed, etc., then it's going to filter out into the wider circle. It's going to make them feel happy. They're going to obviously make other people around them happier. They're going to be less reliant on their other family members, generally other local services, etc. So I think it's really doing this community work and bringing them out. It's really good in terms of getting them better mentally, physically, and less reliant on other local services like GPs, hospitals, etc.
I think the reason why people should get involved is, obviously I'm looking at dementia, and there are lots of other good causes. Certainly with dementia affects everybody. 1 in 4 people over the age of 65 will be affected by 2025. So it's everybody's business, and everybody needs to be aware about caring for those people in our community. And I also think it's really important that people continue to care about other human beings and their needs, whether that's dementia or any other volunteering role. It's very much, I think, about showing people that you can still care and love other people in your community and be part of a community and get something back without there being money involved or salaries involved. Or if you come to these groups and you see what a difference they make, it can actually really impact on what you have in your life and the value that you give to society, really. And that's why I do it.